Guys, gals, friends, and pals, this is Paul EastXTwitch, and welcome to another episode of Saturday Game School, where we learn about a different game every Saturday of the year. Tonight, I'm joined on mic by Tyler.
Hey everyone.
Tonight, we are streaming Super Mega Baseball 3 for Xbox. It is also available on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. Oh, Dave Lincoln, thank you so much for resubscribing. I saw that you had fallen off, and I'm very happy that you are back on board, because we really need your support. Thank you so much. We have the support of a former president, Tyler, a former living president.
Yep, he's now earned his doctorate.
Beautiful thing. Sort of like Dr. Mario.
Yes, precisely.
But here we go. Crush Doctor is a funny username. Oops. So online, look, Tyler, cross-platform enabled. So you can play with people from the other platforms. That's beautiful.
Very fancy.
And guess what? The developer probably has to pay Sony money for the PlayStation side of things. How to play.
Probably.
Okay, let's do this. Let's try some Super Mega Baseball 3. This game sells for $45, so it must be a fairly robust, nearly AAA piece of software. It's got a built-in party system in the lower left corner. The chat is covering it up, but you can set up your party. And it says ego :15 casual. I don't know what ego means. Is that like some kind of ranking measurement system?
Baseball. But in this game it might be.
We'll just do exhibition. Alright, let's do that then, everyone. Okay. Hot corners. Oh, yeah, interesting teams. You can set up who is playing against whom. The Jacks, the Moon Stars. This one has a girl. I like that. I'll play the team with the girl. Overdogs.
Boy, those caricatures.
Yeah, they're a bit freakish looking.
Yeah.
Let's see. Well, the team I picked, I don't know what some of these stats are. Rot. Like, does a baseball team need a high rot stat? Does that mean they're going to be falling apart as the game progresses?
Power, conditioning, speed, defense, rotation would be my guess. But yeah, it looks like the Moonstars are rotting. Pretty high.
So should I not pick them, or are they good?
I don't know. The other team looks better than your team.
Yeah, it does. Okay, innings 3. Nice. You don't have to play a very long game to start with. Designated hitter off. Alright, let's do this. Lineup. Look, team photo. That's kind of nice that it gives you a team photo, even if the people are kind of ugly.
I assume at some point you'll play baseball at this game.
I'm hoping. Ready to play ball? Yes. And this is what I get for very rarely playing games before we stream them, Tyler. That's the Saturday Game School difference. Sharks versus Crocs. It did say the game would teach me to play, so that had better actually happen.
Especially being in like a practice exhibition mode.
You would think. Oracly, thank you very much. Oh, look at that. Oracly's back. Thank you so much. It is always nice to see an old friend. Oh, you won it during the holiday stream. That's cool. Yeah. Don't forget, we stream every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific, so we are always happy when you guys can share your weekend with us. Choose pitch type with right stick. Is that what it's saying to do? Aim with left stick. And start the pitch with A. Position the reticle over the target. Alright, let's try this. Oh, I see, look, on the right side of the screen I've got a choice between 4 kinds of pitches. 4-seam fastball. I don't know what I'm doing. Aim missed. Uh-oh. How was I supposed to do that? Aim, okay. Oh, I see. Like it closes. It's sort of like a quick time event, Tyler, and you have to move it quickly to the right spot.
Interesting.
Move the fielder with left stick. Select different fielder by pushing it in a different direction. Force select different fielder with left trigger. Players field the ball automatically, but the higher your ego setting, the more you'll need to help them. So that's what ego means? Okay, throw it to the corresponding base.
Yeah, it's
The
just
more
like
powerful
difficulty, basically.
Well, it's good to know that now.
Yeah.
Maximum power release when the meter is full. Careful, holding too long will increase the chance of a bad throw. You can throw up to 1.5 seconds. Oh, you could throw it. I don't know.
But yeah, so like, yeah, that's how most baseball games are. Like, you start your throw before the ball's even in your hand because you know where you need to throw it.
Ah. So you've played a previous baseball game, as I understand it?
Jeez, these faces. Yeah, I've played
Yeah.
quite a few of the old, like the old NES games. I actually played a lot of RBI baseball games, and then I played Ken Griffey Jr. baseball, and then I played one of the MLB All-Star games on GameCube. So on and off experience with baseball. Definitely never played the show. It's a little too
Simi?
like thimmy, yeah.
I can throw a pitch out to improve my catcher's chances of catching base stealers. What's a pitch out?
Like, you think the person's gonna steal a base, and so you throw it just straight to the catcher so he can catch it real quick and throw it to second base. It's pretty useless. Maybe it'll come up a lot in this game. It's not very common in regular baseball.
Gotcha.
Yeah, this pitch out tutorial is a little bit unnecessary this early in learning how the game works.
Yeah, for real. Properly executed pitch out will be unhittable and give your catcher more time. Okay, whatever. I just want to throw the ball. Ball one? He looked like he swung to me. Good. That was a strike. That's more like it.
Practice.
Aim. Decent. Whoa, foul ball. Okay, now I just need him to miss. Crap! He hit that really high, but it looks... Please catch it. I think I just got 2 outs. Did I just get 2 outs? Spazpol, good to see you. Spazpol, if you want to hop on mic with us, you can. Just say the word. Okay, anyway. Well, I'm glad there's lady players. That's pretty cool, because you don't get that a lot in sports games, do you?
Lots of players with big bushy white beards in a Major League Baseball.
Oh yeah, is that a common thing? Thank you,
Oh, yeah.
Latino. He very kind of you. Oh, that's true. In a team photo. Good to see you, Mongvox, by the way. Uh-oh. Stop throwing balls, Paul. The aiming mechanic is weird. Oh, crap. And you're out of there!
You strike him out?
No, we threw it to first before he got to it.
Nice.
Everybody's heard that the bird is the word.
Yay! And hey, homie Drew and Tech Crow are here. Yep, this is totally MLB The Show.
Yeah. Completely authentic looking.
How are you tonight, Damien?
Oh, I am living the dream.
Nice.
Not
I'm
really
glad
sure
to
what
hear
that entails, but
Hopefully it's a good dream and not a nightmare. Oh crap.
it's been very repetitive. It's kind of like when you dream that you're still in school, except you graduated like 15 years before. You
Oh,
wake up
dang.
every day and it's like, I'm at home and I have nowhere to go and I can't travel. Oh yeah, it's so the same.
Aw.
But at least I got a home. So,
Yeah, that's pretty important.
so how's sports ball going?
You know, they've got a point on me, but I think we just had a turnover. Is that what they call it when it switches sides?
Those are both extremely wrong terms.
Yeah, that's not a turn. That's a b-ball term.
Okay, what is it called then?
Well, it's a run, not a point, first of all. There's no points in baseball.
You get a point from the run.
No, you don't.
And then
And
it's the top
the
of an
turnover.
inning and the bottom.
Yeah, you just switched sides. Now you're batting. It's not a turnover.
Yeah. It's the bottom of the whatever first.
Your sports
That's
knowledge
targets
just
iron.
impresses us all.
Well, you know, I used to play baseball back in 1st through 3rd grade. Targets out of ring
With a
indicates
stand.
where contact can be made. No, that was kindergarten.
Uh,
But it was machine pitching in 1st and 2nd grade. Let's see. Swing, push and hold A. Check swing, tap A. What does check swing mean?
Tap
Any
A?
idea?
That's like if it's gonna be a ball and you realize it at the last second.
Yeah,
then you
like
can,
it-
Oh.
stop.
Yeah,
the
like
swing.
you're not, because if you swing past your elbow, it would count as a strike, even if you don't swing all the way through. So this is like basically you don't let it break the elbow, so that way it would still count as a ball if it's outside of your strike zone. So like if you saw the ball was like going down like below your knees, you could just tap A, go like, oh, I don't want to swing. Oops.
Good to know.
It's
Interesting.
not super. Again, it's not a super helpful technique for someone that's just barely learning.
Yeah.
Like learning how to hit and run bases is going to be a lot more important than doing a check swing.
Yeah, I wish they would ease me into it a little more. Human Brian says he scraped his elbow at the pool. How'd that happen, Brian? Did you fall and land on your elbow, or? I hope there's a good story.
No running at the pool.
Good. No. Yeah, exactly.
No peeing
Never
in the
do that.
pool. No peeing
Yeah.
in the pool either.
Oh yeah, true. That is super gross. Okay. He tripped getting out of it. Okay. I'm sorry to hear that, Brian.
Our pool's not open yet. Can't wait
Ah.
though. It was warm today. Feeling like it's very soon.
Brandy was hoping that ours would be opening. Okay.
What's the next
Oh.
holiday coming up?
This is
Labor
hard.
Day?
Memorial Day.
That's it. Our pool opens on Memorial Day. I should
need
know.
to
Like,
darn.
Most pools do.
Oh.
Except for, I mean, it depends on where you live. I assume some pools, like down in the south where it's already real hot, are probably already open.
probably like, well, in Florida, do they ever close?
Yeah, I don't
Oh.
know. Yeah,
Hey, Paul.
Brian says it's always pool season.
Too early.
And
Oh.
now Disney World, you don't have to wear your masks when you're at the poolside.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, especially
Fun.
if you're vaccinated,
Right.
there would be no need for it.
The only
Yes,
problem
finally
with
a
that
hit.
is, like, there's no way to prove that people
Yeah.
are vaccinated.
Well,
you
there
can't
is a
have a
way. It's
passport.
just there'd be some.
Give me
some
my
fighting it.
passport. Yeah.
Return all.
I get my second ouchie on Thursday.
Good, good. Don't.
Then-
No, he's gonna throw it. Yep, that's what I thought. I finally got a hit, but my guy was out.
You should just say, just to prove the sports ball thing again, just say you made a basket. I'm sure someone.
Nice. Yep, it was my first touchdown, everyone.
Yay.
Hey,
Oh,
Vince
no.
Backlog.
What's
Welcome to
that?
the stream. Is this round 2 of the contest? Because if it's not, then Icky, we were saving the PlayStation code for round 2, I thought. Who knows?
I think I don't know. No, this
we
is
ha-
definitely round 1.
Yeah, because
Icky,
usually
I wrote out the schedule of doing it. Oh,
isn't 9:30 always the start? Because I know like I never get in early, right on time at 9.
well. Of the contest, you mean, or?
Well, yeah, like you usually start at 9, but usually the contests don't roll till 9:30.
Yeah, that is right. Well, he can do it how he wants, I suppose, but I just thought since it's a high value prize, we should get people to watch later into the stream.
For the PlayStation code or the Steam code?
The PlayStation code. The Steam codes are not very high value in general.
Not a lot of Steam viewers in this stream.
Ooh, aim great.
I just have idlers for trading cards. That's what I'm in it for Steam for.
Yeah, also-
Are those still a thing?
I guess.
No, Brian! Steam
You know,
trading
that's-
cards.
Yeah, Steam trading cards, crypto, basically anything that entails not playing video games and having like massive amounts of like PC hardware for no better reason.
Wasting
That's my life.
electricity and fossil fuels.
Why am I wasting fossil fuels? I use solar. Is that really a waste?
Do you really though? Ah! For all of your
What?
power?
Some of it.
Well, I'm glad you have
my
some.
new
That is
my
good.
new company car is a hybrid, so
Dang
it's
it.
half electric, half gas. Like I think about 45% of the miles so far I've done on it are electric.
Nice. Yeah, I would like to get a hybrid car someday. That would be really cool.
Wouldn't pay for it, but that was what
Oh.
work issued, so I'm like, sweet.
Uh-huh.
It was kind of
Okay.
funny because they refreshed our vehicles, but we're still on basically not furlough, but we've been told that we're not traveling again at least for third quarter. So at least through May, June, July, maybe August. It's basically, I guess the best way to put it would be a Mexican standoff between us, Dell, and Lenovo, and until somebody actually starts visiting customers, none of us are visiting customers.
Oh,
It's like, is the
they got it?
competition going? Yeah, no. Because they don't want the liability if one of us goes out there, gets something, and it's like, well, you forced me to travel for work. I'm suing you guys. So they're like, yeah, we don't want that.
Huh.
We care about your health and well-being. Do you? Or is it really just liability?
As long as it works out in your favor. Yeah, I don't know if I'm
Yeah.
ever going to be able to get runs and stuff in this, but it's going okay other than that.
Yeah, your pitching doesn't seem too bad.
Yeah, you're getting good. You're getting a lot of strikes.
I have struck people out.
There
It
you
has
go.
occurred. Watch out, it looks like you're throwing a lot of pitches down the middle. Avoid the
Yeah,
center.
you want to do the corners.
Well, sure, but I also don't want to get balls. Mix in balls, too.
Well, that's
Okay,
the risky
experiment.
play.
It just complained to me, and it was a strike. It's like, I did the right thing. Leave me alone. Yeah, pitching is really not that bad. I just wish I could somehow be better at the batting part. Because I'm not going to earn a lot of points without batting.
Runs.
Well, yeah, without succeeding at the batting phase of the game and accomplishing runs, as you call
Scoring runs.
them.
Well, us or anybody else that plays.
Anyone that's even remotely interested in baseball. You can tell that Paul watches the Astros every night before he goes to bed. It's like, oh yeah, let's put on the Astros game.
That'll put
See
you to
how my
sleep, all
Astros
right?
are doing.
Let's be honest, baseball will, like, especially now with these like 4-hour grueling games.
Yeah,
to put
baseball is
anybody
really
to
hard to
sleep.
watch. I don't
Yeah,
watch
they're
all
so.
of baseball anymore.
I
it's
like
even
watching them
been-
in person.
I like eating. That's what I go to games for. I go for the food.
Yeah, but it's so expensive.
See again, corporate travel, corporate baseball games. That's the best. Box
Oh, neat.
seats, free food. You're like, oh yeah, I've seen Yankees games that way. Red Sox, beautiful.
Yeah, the food and drinks are so expensive at games, just like going to a big concert. You know, it's like, yeah, I mean, you can get good stuff, but you sure are paying a lot for it.
Yeah, well, especially like some of the stadiums now, like they've gone like full on highbrow eateries. So like when you go to the Fenway, you can go to the Wahlburgers. I think do they have a Wahlburgers in stadium?
I've never seen one. It's interesting.
No idea.
Yeah, the Wahlburgers are good. And then but like I was gonna say Yankees, they had who was it? Some like high-end meatball bistro, like all these places that are in there. So you go there and you're almost like, oh, I could go and try to find these restaurants, or I could just go to Yankee Stadium and just eat there.
Yeah, I'm sure those stadiums are pretty fancy. Like I haven't been to an MLB stadium in a while, but I'm sure like they bring in like the popular local restaurants and get some big names there. You know,
Yeah.
it's like a fancy mall food court at that point.
Yeah, but the better way is for the minor league. So for the Red Sox, the farm league is it was the Pawtucket, the Paw Sox, and they're actually now moving to Worcester, which is 2 towns over, or Worcester. So that's so they're in the middle. Yeah, and so I had to go and get my real ID before they pushed the real ID dates out, just for when we were gonna fly again. So I had to go drive down to Worcester to get it done because that was the only RMV I could get into during pandemic to get the photo taken. And yeah, they're like 3/4 of the way done building in the museum. So I think by next season we'll have
Go. Ah!
it'll be the Worcester Paw Sox. So I'll have like a
Nice.
minor league team that we can go and and I mean the price to go see a Paw Sox game is like a quarter of what it would go to see a Red Sox game. And then
we have a. Oh,
go ahead.
I made it to the base.
Yeah, nice. We're
Second
gonna.
base.
We have a AAA
You got
team.
double.
Here. Like, they're always fun to watch.
Yeah. Well, the other thing I like is
affordable.
and they'll do cool stuff like for the Cub Scouts they'll do camp out. So what you can do is like you go see a Paw Sox game, and then you camp that night on the field. So like everybody's out in the outfield, pitching tents and all that. And I mean, it's just not something you're gonna get at, professional MLB. Yeah, they're like, you're not camping on this field, but like minor leagues are like, sure, come on in. And you're like, it's still kind of cool, especially like when your kid's young. You're like, they think that stuff's awesome.
I just made a dumb move myself.
Yeah, he did. Paul was killing it, but then he turned around from running home. So now
I was trying to get the other guys to stop running. I hit the wrong thing.
He just wanted to hit a
Wait,
grand
did he-
slam.
So wait,
That
did
would be
he-
really cool.
Did he get out?
Oh, no, stay. Oh, God, they...
Ooh.
Ah!
Did they double you up?
Yes,
Yeah,
they did.
Didn't score any runs? Oh, they
I just-
triple played you.
Oh, it sucked. That sure did suck.
Crocodons lose. Man, talk about choking at the end there. Bases
Was it
loaded,
only
one
a-
out, down by one.
Was it only a 3-inning game?
It was a
Yeah, I
big...
guess. I think
Yeah,
they
I'm
could-
going to set to 3.
the exhibition
Yeah.
or whatever.
Should I stay on exhibition or should I... I feel like I haven't really learned to play well enough yet. I'm sorry, everybody. And that's cool that the C still has her Jeep after all these years. I'm driving a 1999 Toyota Corolla, I think. Well, Brandy and I share it, and I drive her car as well, which is much nicer. But anyway. So, what do you think, Tyler? Quick play again or something else?
I mean, I would probably do quick play again.
The 3-inning games, I like that.
Yeah.
I really want to have to...
I assume like pennant race and franchise and stuff are gonna have like a lot more setup things where it's just gonna be you digging through menus. Crow wants you to go into the online ranked. That's probably a good idea.
Let's try one more game of this first, and then we'll see if we can play an online game or not. I turned my ego down to 5. We'll see if that helps anything. Random, innings 3, designated hitter off. What does that even mean?
What? Oh,
Designated
DH, designated hitter. So that would be like if you in National League, I think it's like when you have to have your pitcher bat, but in American League you don't. So what you can have is called a DH. So it's like another person that's not in a plate position that can go in and hit on behalf of someone else. So like, i.e., they're a sucky batter, you have the DH go in to hit for the sucky batter, and then the batter has to run.
Huh. So I don't need to worry about it, is what you're telling me.
Yeah.
Good. So, first, Tyler, have you watched anything this week? Uh-oh.
Finished watching Korra, and then I watched 2 episodes of this cartoon called Kipo, which I didn't really like that much, but it's okay. It's on Netflix. And then I watched Rush Hour 3 because, yeah, that was a good idea.
I don't know if I've ever seen that one.
Man, it's terrible. It's really bad.
Wow.
I never saw the second one. Was that one bad too?
The second one's pretty funny. I mean, it's definitely just the same jokes from the first one, but it's like, I mean, it came out so close together that like it was still good, and it didn't feel like they were just trying to recreate, their characters. It just felt like they're still in character and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, catch it. Let's see if we catch it.
Bo and the Wonder Beasts or something. The Age of Wonder Beasts. It's on Netflix.
Yeah, I
Haven't
remember
seen it.
seeing ads for it when it first came out, but I never watched
Yeah.
it.
My friend said I should watch it, so I'm watching a few episodes, giving it a shot.
That's good of you, Tyler. You know, I recommend things to you, and you don't often watch them, so I think we have some work to do there.
Yeah.
But Heaven Smile points out Love, Death, and Robots Season 2 came out, which I didn't know they were making Season 2, and Castlevania Season 4. Brandy and I only watched the first season of Castlevania. We really need to watch more of it sometime because it was actually good.
A lot of people like Castlevania.
Yeah, I never would have predicted that they would make a Castlevania show that actually feels like Castlevania, but it does. You know, so I thought if they made a Castlevania show, it would be like barely related, that kind of thing, you know. But I'm saying it's not like that.
Does it have Alucard in it?
It does.
Oh, good. He's my favorite character because I think I only played that game.
Yeah, it's an adaptation of Castlevania 3 and... No, not Castlevania 3. Is it... Yeah, Castlevania 3 and a little bit of Symphony of the Night, I think, is just all that it draws from. I could be wrong.
Interesting.
But each season is basically just a movie divided into episodes, so that's the way to think about it. Short movies. Or not short movies, but a series of movies.
Yeah. Oh, I watched The Zookeeper's Wife, too, or most of that.
Okay, what the heck was that like?
That wasn't... I mean, it was fine. It was pretty good, but it was sad. It's a war movie.
Oh, dang.
World War II movie about hiding Jewish people in a zoo.
Whoa. That does sound sad.
Yeah, it's heavy. And then I also watched some of Greenland, which is like a apocalyptic asteroids are hitting Earth kind of movie with Gerard Butler, but it's actually not too bad.
Oh. That's alright. Is that the one that you were going to add after The Zookeeper's Wife?
Yes.
Well, you watched a lot of stuff this week.
I did.
You still don't have a PlayStation
exactly.
console yet?
I do have one now. I just haven't plugged it in yet. Got it all set up. I have a PS5 now.
See, that's the kind of thing that would be relevant to share in Discord, Tyler. You know.
Well, I mean, maybe I'll share when I actually I mean, I don't have much to share besides that the box is sitting next to my desk.
Well, that it arrived is interesting enough, I think.
Oh, okay. It did arrive.
Good, good. I'm glad to hear it. And what about you, Damien? Did you watch anything?
Yeah, so in honor of everybody in the South getting absolutely taken advantage of by the gas companies, I watched Season 4, Episode 2 of It's Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where the gang solves the gas crisis.
Oh.
I like to keep things timely.
It's very topical.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I haven't watched a whole. I caught up on all of the Last Week Tonight episodes that I haven't watched.
Bases are loaded with John Oliver. Is that his
Yep.
name?
Yep.
Cool.
So did that, and then I've actually sadly been playing golf with friends by myself.
Why by yourself?
Yeah, just to go basically do my daily challenges on Game Pass and everything to get my Microsoft reward points. And yeah, I guess they got that contest going on right now, or that mission where if you score 10,000 gamer score, you get 10,000 reward points. So I have that auto renew going on every month for like $10 in Microsoft points or Microsoft dollar, whatever, for like 9,000 points. It's like some 15% discount. So it's kind of like, oh, I guess I need to at least generate that many reward points every month, so that way I'm not losing value. So
That's a good idea.
yeah, so it keeps my gaming free. So yeah, doing golf with friends, and then
I'm glad you ended up liking it.
yeah, no, it's actually pretty fun. It'd be even cooler if we do it again, like on a was it Wednesday?
It was a Wednesday, or yeah, for my birthday it was.
Yeah. So,
yeah, we should do another big game of it. Well, it was easy to get people to play because it was my birthday and whatnot, but like, would it be easy to get people to play again, even if it's just a regular day?
Who knows?
Exactly.
The other way is just doing Quiplash. That was the other thing. I do a Tuesday night Quiplash / Jackbox thing. So that's a bunch of guys one guy from work and then a bunch of his older friends. We get together on Tuesdays, and it started with like a low budget Cards Against Humanity. Like playing online, so it's not Cards Against Humanity, but
don't catch it. Oh. This game captures the frustration of not being able to score very well.
Paul's having flashbacks.
For real. I'm glad you had a fairly good active week, it sounds like.
Yeah.
Okay, keep
And
going,
it was
keep
my
going.
wife's birthday today, so that's what
Oh,
it was.
congratulations, wife. Oh, they're going to run me down. How they didn't... Good. He could have thrown it to first and gotten me out, but he didn't. You know, a long time ago, I might have felt those frustrations, Brian. And I'm sure we have people in the audience in less than ideal situations as well. Okay. So I'm able to hit the ball now. That's good. I just haven't actually scored a point. Although I would have that one time if I hadn't messed up on the controls. So what do you think of the game? Is it okay looking visually, you know, or do the weird player models mess it up too much?
I think it's, you know, honestly, I like when you have games that kind of do something a little more strict, because there's just so many, I guess you would say, brands out there that already try to do the super realistic, so, you know, go crazy, go fun with it, right? It's video games, so.
Yeah, I like everything but the models. I think it looks real good. And I'm sure the controls are probably pretty good, and looks like a fun game.
Yeah, so far so good. Okay, let that one guy get a point. Please let him get a point. He slid in.
Run.
Safe. Yes. Cool. Finally
go.
a point. All right.
A run.
Run.
Scoring in high school at you? Well, that's how I got a kid to see. That's how I got my first kid. How I could see that ball coming a mile away. Oh, no. That was... I'm going to be out.
Oh, I should have leaned into it.
Is that a thing I can do? Did it say I could do that?
Probably not.
Maybe, like when you're batting, press the directional, you know, like in, like to the left or something, or right.
Yeah, I guess I might as well try it.
The worst that happens is nothing happens.
Yeah, and that's not so bad. It'd be nice if I were to earn an achievement, per se, you know, for instance.
I bet the achievements are pretty tough.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Usually sports games can be tough ones.
I got a Ratalaika game to stream, like the first time I got one from them. So that's kind of exciting. You know, I was just complaining about that on stream.
What?
Well, we streamed a Ratalaika game one time that I bought myself, and I was complaining about how they always said no.
Oh.
Yeah.
But they use this website to approve codes, and I think that's it. Like, they're not going to answer emails from most people.
Keylogger.
I mean, that kind of... Hey, I actually did get an achievement. I mean, that kind of thing, but I forget the name of it. It's a weird name. There's about 4 or 5 of them out there that are
There's a
commonly
lot.
used.
There's one called like Do Distribute or something.
Yeah, that's one
Yeah,
of them.
I was gonna say there was
Evolve Terminal, that's a big one.
Yeah.
Oh,
Evolve
Terminal.
Yep.
Yeah, Terminal IO. And then I still get all the press releases from when I was doing PR stuff. Keymailer, Terminals IO, Indie Boost.
And
Yeah,
you
and this is
threw a
not one
no-hitter.
of...
Evolve PR.
That's
What?
pretty cool, right? That should be
It
an
is cool.
achievement. Is that what my achievement was for? I didn't even notice what it
I
was
didn't
for.
see what it said.
Yeah,
actually.
let me just check real fast. Out of curiosity. It's gonna be like, didn't suck for once. Okay, how do I get to the one that I unlocked? Default, progress, no, just... How do I get to the one that I unlocked? Anybody on Xbox able to answer that? Damien, you play on Xbox.
Who the heck knows?
What do you want to know?
Just
I
look at
clicked on achievements and I
achievement
can't
that
see
you
the one that I
got.
got.
Go back up. Go back up. You have to mark off. That's probably on achievement. Go to settings. Go over. Oh, go down one.
That's just for
You're unlocked.
Oh,
You wanna-
okay, I got it.
Yeah, you want to go unlocked. There you go.
Strike out a pinch hitter on 3 strikes against the CPU. Okay.
That's a weird. It's a weird requirement.
Well, I got it. So now we're gonna try an online game. I don't want to actually try a league though. Is that how do you just play online against people? Local or online party play? How do I?
Yeah, online leagues probably.
Okay, but isn't that like a series of games, multiple
Well, it
seasons?
sounds like
it
there's
says?
probably multiple options.
All right, let's find out. I can create or join up to 40 leagues. I have no online leagues. Okay, join my league. Enter the 6-letter code for the online league I would like to join.
Oh, there's no just like jump into an online game.
Not through online leagues, that's for sure. You actually have to have a code for it. Like, set it up outside of the game through message boards and crap.
What?
Yeah.
Boo.
Okay, elimination. Enter an elimination tournament, local or online party play. Do you actually have to be in a party to play? Is that how online works? Let's see, switch mode.
I don't think if you have to be in full-on
Look at this.
party.
You must join
I
an
think you have to
online.
be friends.
Yeah, this is weird. Irenia loves a game. Which one? For shame, Human Brian. But the Series X interface is identical to the regular Xbox One's interface, you know. So I don't think we're going to be able to easily play online with people. Because when I pick Exhibition, it's just going to put me in a one-player game.
Looks like you need to plan it out outside of the game.
Yeah, that's just a drag. You can also just choose to watch a game. So, Tyler, you said you find baseball super exciting, so...
Oh yeah. So the only thing better than watching Major League Baseball would be to watch fictional teams in a video game play.
So, pennant race or franchise. Probably don't want to do franchise. Season standard. Let's try that.
Do elimination.
Oh, okay, sure.
I don't know what that might be.
Elimination tournament to knock out your opponents to come out on top.
Ain't no
Standard
time
teams.
for games.
No time. We're glad to see you, dude. No time for games. Hasn't been on mic with us in a while. I hope he'll join us someday. Just has to say the word and, get a handle on Discord. Games per series. I can turn it down to 3, so let's do that. I wish I could turn the innings down because I'm afraid it may not be. Simulate CPU games. Yeah. Okay. Does that mean I get to play now?
Hope it should, yeah.
Yeah, now it says play game.
Yeah.
Okay, what about my team? What is my team?
The Nemesis.
Yeah, why are we the
Crocker
Nemesis?
condoms.
What?
Yeah, that's totally what that stands for, Tyler.
Roku
No
Crocodon.
time for
What's a
Discord.
crocodon? They're like mafia crocodiles.
I think it's one of the new starter Pokemon. I could be wrong.
It does sound like a Pokemon.
Yeah.
Mafiotile.
Or Digimon, maybe. So
Digimon.
we've been watching a show on Netflix. Yeah, I love Digimon. But we've been watching a show on Netflix that was recommended by Perfect Zero called Shadow and Bone, I think. Is it Shadow and Bone or Shadow and Blood? Shadow and Bone? It's kind of a bit of a dumb generic name, but it's based on some books, and it's actually amazingly good. Like, way better than I would have expected. Have you heard of it, you guys?
I have not.
And you, T-Dog?
Just from this stream.
Okay, well, it is... Basically, it's a... You could think of it as like a Netflix equivalent of Game of Thrones, but it's not really like that because there's no nudity. But it's... it's a fantasy... Based on a fantasy novel series, so it's just a serious fantasy story. Young adult adaptation. And let's see, it takes place in a fictional version of Tsarist Russia. That's what it's based on. So it's kind of like, they're a big military presence, and they use rifles, and they wear big hats on their heads, and it's cold and stuff. And the main character, she ends up having magical powers because there's like a class of people who have magical powers. And they're sort of a class above the regular people, but a lot of the regular people want to harm them, I guess because they're different or whatever. And, it's just telling a seriously good story, and the characters are good, and it's just fun to watch. I was thinking it'd be more like The Irregulars, which we watched and which got canceled after the first season. Like, The Irregulars is more like a CW show where the story is really lacking, but this story is good. And people act like people would act, and dumb things don't happen constantly. and it doesn't end on obnoxious cliffhangers constantly. So I have to recommend it if you like fantasy stuff.
Nice.
Yeah. And there's kind of a love triangle thing, and it was pretty well done. Like, I actually, I was invested. Either person the main character could get with, I could support either one initially, although your feelings may change after it goes on. Have you checked it out, the Sea and Thyrenia? Because it certainly seems like something that girls would really like. Oh, No Time for Games says he enjoyed the whole series of this. And I am actually enjoying this, although it would be difficult for the online options to be any worse than they are, I'm going to say. Like, any more confusing and clunky.
Well, I think it just seems to only really be for hardcore players who really want to get into it. There's no casual Call of Duty style, just hop into a game and get shot up type of thing.
Yeah,
Hop into a game and hit some baseballs around.
That's got to hold the sales back a little if you think about it, because, I mean, don't you want... It's an arcadey-ish baseball game. Wouldn't you want to appeal to casual players, too?
Yeah.
Alright, let's see if we can get any points out of this. No.
Runs.
Caught it. Runs. I'm sorry to hear that, Tyler. Have you taken any Imodium for it?
Oop.
Imodium.
Oh, yeah, I get it. I got it. Took a minute. Pepto-Bismol.
I like Tom's.
I do too, but I don't think Tom's will
help with the runs.
Yeah, not with that. Oh yeah, Shih Tzu mentioned that big news that we should talk about, that the Canadian developer Metalhead Software was bought by EA Sports.
It's in the game.
Yeah, so
Metalhead Software.
it's just the Canadian developer that made this.
Oh, this game's developer. Yeah. Oh, yes.
Hey, Epic Quiet! Haven't seen you in a long time, I feel. Yeah, so is that good or bad for the series, Tyler? Are they going to make another one? They must.
I don't know. I don't know. I don't think it's good for the series.
A lot of times getting acquired by EA or certain other companies is bad, for sure. Like, how many accomplished studios have EA and Activision shut down over the years?
Right.
A bunch.
Usually they'll look at it this way, going, does EA already have a title like this? Yes. Does this potentially take away from that business? Yes. Goodbye.
And they shut them down. Yes.
But EA doesn't have a title like this. EA doesn't have a baseball game.
The Bigs?
That hasn't been out forever.
Yeah, so is it just that they don't have any baseball developers right now and they just wanted a studio so they can hop back in?
I don't know. I mean, I think they would have to get the baseball license again, which I don't think they have.
But it shouldn't be impossible unless it's, like, highly exclusive.
No, it shouldn't be. I think the NFL license is the only one that's really hard to get. Yeah, no, I mean, if they wanted to develop a new version of the Bigs, this would be the best developer to use. So if that is their plan, then I think that's really cool, and they could do a $60 or $70 full-fledged Bigs arcade game. But I don't know that that's going to happen.
I'm enjoying it enough that I could see buying a more robust one, especially if it looked better character-wise.
Yeah.
Because these things are monsters.
Yeah, I think the characters need to be touched up.
It's like the characters are kind of, I don't know, kind of like how dwarves are depicted in some things. Oh, did that guy just get out? No, I've got one guy on base, is that right?
No, you have first and second.
Oh, okay, cool. Then let's bring it home. What was that?
A strike.
It was a ball, wasn't it?
Oh, it was a wild pitch or a pass ball.
Dang it!
Probably a pass ball.
Out one. I'd like to get beamed. That would be fun.
That would be cool. You should try to hit someone when you're pitching.
Good idea, just to see what it does, in case there's an achievement too. Alright, bases are loaded.
Maybe they'll start a fight.
Oh man, I missed the contest. That's what I get for playing golf.
Yeah, we don't usually announce it on mic unless we're paying real close attention.
No, I noticed, and it goes so quickly. It's like I was playing a hole, and then I look back over, and I'm like, oh, it goes so
Yes!
close.
I got a run!
Nice, and you said it right.
Yay!
Now, if only I could imagine getting an actual home run or a grand slam. I haven't nearly accomplished that yet.
That'd be
Well,
cool.
you have to get 3 other runners on base for a grand slam.
Yeah, he does have the bases loaded.
Yeah,
Oh, he does
but
that?
I just haven't got an actual home run before, so... Don't catch it, don't catch it. He's gonna catch it. Jerk. Lyle's taking a serious restroom break. Oh, did you see that? I hit the pitcher. That was cool. That should be an achievement. We got a point out of it. He got knocked over by the ball. That's so rad. In real life, that would be a scary thing.
Is she dead?
Good question.
Dude did not get back up, that's for sure. Yep, they had
Yeah.
to switch her out. That's funny.
That's got hurt. Oh, that was a real strike. Dang it, Paul.
That was awesome.
That was
There's
baller.
blood all over the field.
Yeah, I've got to make a highlight of that.
Broken orbital bones.
Out number 3. Oh well, I got 2 runs. Knocked out of the game. Knocked out of life, perhaps.
Yeah.
So that was about an
Definitely
hour in.
impressed.
We're playing a full 9-inning thing here. Yeah, playing this with friends and just, having beverages and going through a game would be a pretty good experience.
Yeah, that would be fun.
So I'm glad to find out that it is a really good series and not just something that people play by default.
I'm not sure about WWE baseball. Maybe MMA. Just watch somebody like drop kick a player getting onto first, just like bam.
Yeah, that's
Go
what
out.
baseball needs is violence. Well, this reminds me of that WWE arcade game because it has an ugly art style as well. Is it WWE Battlegrounds?
Oh yeah, they did some bad stuff with the character models
For
in that.
reals. Whoa, that dude's bat broke. That was interesting to see. 4F. Oh, I see. Diver slide with right trigger. Next, alternate push right stick down. Jump with right bumper. Man, I don't want to learn all that stuff. So dive with right trigger, jump with right bumper. Just throw the ball. Whatever. We also watched a movie on Netflix, guys, that you should have at least heard of, if not seen. It's called The Old Guard. Have you heard of it? Starring
Never heard of it.
Charlize Theron,
Part of the Lion
the
Guard.
monster herself. Well, it is based on a comic. That's what got me interested in it, because I actually read the first volume of the comic recently, and the movie is a fairly direct adaptation of it. So then I said, oh, I have to see that movie now. Yeah, it stars Charlize Theron. She is one of a group of immortal people, or semi-immortal people who live for hundreds or thousands of years. And they work together as a military unit, like as a band of mercenaries or just warriors or heroes, however you want to think about it. So they take on missions and rescue people and fight bad guys and stuff. And they try not to get noticed because, in the modern world, it's very easy for people to get photographs and video footage of them and stuff like that. Do I make that sound? I mean, there's a lot to it, but they fight with guns, but also some of them have their old school melee weapons. Like the main character has an axe, and some of them use swords and stuff like that. Because, like Charlize Theron's character, she's like 6,000 years old, and the youngest one of the group before they add someone else is 200 years old, 200 or 300. So it's sort of like a new take on Highlander, is how I would describe it. For instance, whenever a new immortal is born, which is a very rare occurrence in this universe, but when a new one is born, then all the existing immortals have dreams about that new member until they meet in person. Like they're drawn to them automatically, and they're, I guess, to try to get them either in their group or to fight each other. But it's not like Highlander where they're automatically opposed to each other.
Just a movie. It's not a series.
Yeah, just a movie, so it's easy to check out. And it's pretty good, although I would... What's that, Tyler?
Netflix, made by Netflix?
Yeah, Netflix exclusive movie.
Huh. Interesting.
Yeah, I would love for you guys to check it out and let me know what you think. Hey, Platinum, we're glad you made it. There's some real on location shooting, like going to other countries and stuff like that. Which makes it feel a little bigger than some of the shows you might see on Netflix. Where they do everything with green screen and they don't really go anywhere.
Yeah.
And I would say the book is better, but it's fairly close to the book. Like there's scenes that are directly adapted out of it, which I got a big kick out of. Good turnout in chat today. I'm glad to hear that. Well, why not? We're playing Super Mega Baseball 3 after all. That's exciting.
Super mega exciting.
Dang it. Okay, that was a ball.
Bunt.
I'm too scared to bunt.
Bunt for the
favorite was
fans.
RBI
Cat demands a
baseball.
bunt.
After I
back
get a
for the-
point.
Anybody
Yeah?
remember the Tengen? Is it Tengen?
Tengen.
Yeah.
Tengen.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the RBI baseball games are the ones I played on
Yeah.
NES.
Yeah, I played one of
This
them.
one had little chubby fat characters that would like waddle down the bases. It was great.
Yeah.
And Konami in Japan has a series with cute characters, the Power Pro series. Double play,
Yeah.
but did we get a point? I don't think we didn't actually get a point,
A
no.
run and
Oh.
no, you didn't. Because all force outs have to be
Correct.
taken care of before you can score a run.
I didn't realize that.
That's
Yeah,
interesting.
all forced ones though. So, for example, if you had a runner on second, and if you had a runner on third and first, and you I'm trying to think of if you have one out, you have a runner on because that would be 3 outs.
It mostly only happens when there's like an error, there's like a lot
Yeah.
of base running going on.
Yeah.
Mostly force outs are there, but
Yeah, exactly. If you didn't have if two people okay, so let's say you had a runner on third, a runner on second and third, and then a hit, and you have one out. The runner going from that just batted going to first, that's the only force out because second and third don't have to run. So if third ran home and scored, and then the runner on second got tagged out on third, as long as he got tagged out after the person scored, that run would count even though the third out happened because it wasn't a force out because he didn't have to run off of second
Okay,
because
well,
there wasn't somebody on first.
That's awfully complicated, but okay.
Yeah.
I can't argue with you.
No, that's just the only time you could, in theory, get 2 outs in a play and still score a run is if the third out wasn't a force.
Gotcha.
It was just
And
first being an
the
idiot.
C, that is the wrong who's. It's who is on first for the joke to work. But a home run! I got a home run. Yes, and an achievement. Dingers for days. Hit a home
line
run.
drive, home run.
Yep. So didn't I get 2 points out of that? 2 runs out of it, as you might say.
No. Wait, was someone on base?
I think someone was. Yes.
Oh, then yeah.
How about that? I'm glad that the difficulty setting actually matters and makes the game reasonably easy. Oh, that was way
Right.
too early. Come on, Paul. Let's do
It
better.
is kind of nice that it's accessible.
No Time for Games, subscribe. Thank you, No Time. That's very kind of you. You've been such a great supporter lately. It is very, very appreciated, you guys. Uh-oh. Dang. Who's being a potty mouth?
Echo just dropped an F-bomb.
Yeah.
Who did?
Ooh. I didn't see who did
The
it.
crow. That crow.
Techro? Dang. Alright, come on, Paul. Let's get some more points.
That was nothing bad. He just said, let's effing go, after your home run.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I appreciate the support. No, yeah, thank you, Techro. That's... Do you say the Crow? He doesn't want to be called Techro?
I mean, he has both name profiles depending on what account I see him on.
Oh,
So,
okay.
but yeah, it's Tech Crow on this one.
Gotcha. Yeah, you're cool, the Crow. Thank you for your support. We're glad to see you here tonight. Select runner. Why would I do that? Single base runner. Send him to the corresponding base. No, I don't want to do that. Freeze. I don't want to learn the game to that extent. Sorry. Actually, now that I think about it, it would be smart to know how to control an individual runner. Anyway, we're playing casual or not at all here tonight, folks.
Yeah, it's important to know how to control an individual runner, but it's not like a huge deal. But like when it comes to like tagging up and some other things, or like if there's a ground ball going a certain direction, you might want to actually hold the runner and stuff. But
2 balls.
not a huge deal.
3 balls. Is he gonna walk me? Come on, walk me. Walk me.
3 balls. You better go see a doctor.
Yeah.
Yes,
run with
better
pride.
walked. First time that's happened. I guess he was scared of that guy's batting prowess.
That's right. Adders. He's quite a batting pro.
Yep, and then good. That gets us 1 run. We'll take it. I might have even been able to go for a second.
That's
Well, things are
where
alright.
controlling runners, an individual runner, would come in handy.
I guess so, Tyler. I guess so. A little tired tonight, but I'm having fun. Oddballs. Oh, crap. I wasn't paying attention. That's what I get for looking at chat. You gotta help me with the chat watching, Tyler and Damien.
Yeah, they're not doing too much.
Quad balls. The guy needs to see a doctor. Is done my will.
Well, pitch, send the runner.
Dang it.
If only you knew how to do that.
Whoops.
Ooh.
Knowing things is highly overrated, Tyler. That's why I vote, well,
Good hit.
not gonna say it. Yes. My cat will strike him out if the cat has his way. I don't even know where my cat is right now. I can't talk about it, but may have some
Can't talk about your
information.
cat.
Yeah, we may have some information to share about that subject in the next few weeks. It's not bad though.
Oh.
Okay, that guy looks like he has a huge tumor hanging off his head, but it's actually just weird hair.
Actually, it looks like he has his hair in a rag or something. Maybe. I don't know.
It's the same color as the skin, like it's not
Is it?
darker like it should be, so that's why it looks like a tumor to me. This girl, she's got gray hair and a ponytail.
Yeah.
No,
that's-
a pigtail, right? No, ponytail.
No,
my
that's
bad.
ponytail.
Yeah. Whoops.
I guess I just realized this is co-ed.
Yeah, and I like that about it. It gives you more visual variety. Instead of just
You're
looking
gonna
at all
have to turn
this.
the difficulty up a little bit.
And Brandy wants you to.
You
keep
think I
the
should
secret
since I'm
about the
smoking
cat.
them?
I mean, you don't have to do this game, but I'm saying,
Yeah, long term.
yeah.
You might be right about that. Missed target. Oh, I should have had somebody run, huh? Oh well. Indeed. So is anything coming out next week? Any interesting games? We like interesting
Is
games
that Mass
around here.
Effect coming out?
Didn't it? I think it actually just came out.
Subnautica is the new Subnautica is coming out or just came out too.
Isn't that already? Oh, I guess
Whoa.
the new
It's been out on PC forever. It's coming out on consoles.
one. Leisure
picture is
Suit
deliberately
Larry,
walking
Wet
me.
Dreams Try Twice.
Seriously?
Out on the 8th, 18th.
Leisure
Yeah.
Suit
On what-
Larry.
On what platform?
Xbox.
Oh,
PC, probably all of it. I know it's
Ooh.
for Xbox.
Can we stream Leisure Suit Larry games, or does Twitch consider them too risque? Like, a lot of times they don't even
your
have
channel
anything.
wouldn't be able to keep it PG-13.
Oh, dang it.
Yeah.
You're right. Plus, I'm a teacher and all that. That's too bad, because I enjoy that series.
Why?
That was the best back
'Cause
in
they're
the
funny.
day in the 80s.
they're so
Original series, like original in the Pursuit of Passionate Patty.
Achievement.
Lounge Lizards, oh yeah.
Annihilation.
I guess
Reach a
it's
12-run
Mercy
lead.
King
Maybe
of
they do a
Seas.
mercy rule.
An airport for aliens currently run by dogs.
This inning
Oh,
is
my.
just not ending.
That's because you keep getting hits. Biomutant is also coming out at the end of the month.
Yeah,
New Bridge Constructor, The Walking Dead.
I've been getting emails about Biomutant. Is it a game that people are looking forward to?
There's some hope that it's good.
THQ Nordic, so
Yeah,
kinda-
it's by
It'll-
THQ Nordic. They usually
Yeah.
port games, not make their own.
yeah, it's $60, so better be good.
You can change
it-
your ego in the middle of a game.
Yeah, and it's been like delayed and just kind of went off the radar for a long time, so it's potential to be a disaster. But it might be
Huh.
good. It's just a third person action game.
So they just said I can change my ego after pausing, but I don't see how to get down to the ego setting. And like under options, I don't see an ego setting. So this.
Did you read the instructions?
I mean, I read where it said you could change any time, just hit pause and do it. Isn't that what it said? Did anyone see it? No, Darker Player is right, though. The Series X runs the Mass Effect collection the best out of the two options, but that's no surprise because the Series X is more powerful.
It's more powerful.
Yeah, it will generally be better for multi-platform games,
Yep.
unless they deliberately gimp the Xbox version because of exclusive rights or whatever.
PlayStation doesn't do things like that, pay people for things like that. PlayStation would never do that.
You don't think so? No, it's, I mean, sometimes I believe they do make deals where they're like, okay, consider our platform the lead platform, so we expect all versions to run as well, or, you know, we don't expect other platforms to run the game better than our platform, I think is probably how they would say it.
Didn't they? Well, not really with Destiny, I guess, because they had the most powerful console when Destiny was on. But I remember they had all the exclusives with Destiny and stuff.
I just don't see how to do it, so we're gonna keep playing. Oh, well.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, how to adjust the difficulty. I would make it slight.
Boy, you're just trying to. You can just throw it at this point. You know, just strike out, like just swing before the pitch.
Oh yeah, you're right. Just to proceed to the ending. Unless, is there an achievement for winning by more than 12 rounds? Because if there is, I would want to get it. But
Still got like
well, hold
7
on.
innings to play too, or 6 innings to play.
so you're right. I'm gonna have to
What-
throw some.
How's it, Super Mega?
Hey, full of swag.
Let's go Super Mega Baseball 3. Let's
Wow,
see.
Icky.
Well, you got a ratio of 18. Win a 9+ inning game against the CPU at Ego 99, where both teams are standard teams.
Ego 99. Jeez.
Yeah. So that ain't gonna happen.
Paul's at
Yeah.
Ego 5.
nothing- yes, I am. I don't have a
got-
lot of ego. What can I say?
Hit a home run, get 2 outs on the same play against the CPU, make an out with the diving catch,
Not
reach a
gonna happen.
12-run lead in a franchise season or elimination game.
Yeah, I got that
I
one.
think you got that
Oh,
one.
annihilation.
Yeah.
Strike out a pinch hitter on 3 strikes against the
got
CPU.
that
Throw out
one.
a CPU. Control base runner attempting to steal a base. Pitch a 9+ inning complete game shutout in a standard. Oh, you gotta do a shutout. Strike out
Wait.
15 batters. in one
Do they have
game.
any points? That just means I have to win, right?
Runs.
They never score. Yeah. Do they have any runs?
They don't have any runs.
So that's what I've got to do, guys. I just have to shut them out.
You got this.
There you
Yes.
But definitely just like bunt and get
Oh.
outs
Oh
while
yeah.
you're batting.
Okay.
go. You could
Yeah, look-
get a Mortal Kombat, come back, overcome a 5-run deficit for a win.
That's not
Get a
gonna
base hit with a bunt while playing against the CPU. There is one for that, small ball one.
So you start bunting.
Yeah. Got to. Well, I just got out from
Foul off
bunting.
4
but
pitches with a 2-strike count against the CPU.
Foul off 4 pitches. I don't think you could do that on purpose.
Bunt.
Yeah, I bunted. That's the problem with bunting, though. You get out every time. Like
You don't get
when
out
is it-
every time.
Oh,
It helps
that's
to have
fine.
faster players. I don't know if you can like angle. Can you aim your bunt?
I don't know, because I feel like that'll make me miss the ball. Because you can, with the left stick, move the cursor, but then it's not going to
You
be
don't wanna,
where...
like, bunt it straight forward at the pitcher. Like you want to angle it left and right.
Yeah, that would be better. Hey, Jono, we're glad you finally made it. Is everything okay? Missed you, buddy. All the stream chat was about Jono tonight.
Yeah, literally all of it.
Like many of our streams, if we're being honest. It is good to see him. He's one of our very best supporters over the years. Unlike, say, Icky Azd. Just kidding. Icky's also the best. Out! Yay! Oh, look at that. Tech Guy's throwing out that Michelangelo to welcome. Our good Australian friend. So I'm still looking forward to the new EDF game, EDF World Brothers, which has voxel-style graphics, Tyler, so it looks like a Minecraft-type game.
Well, like 3D Dot Game Heroes.
Yeah, like that. And what that really adds to the series, besides a ton of different playable characters, which is easier to do when you don't have to do expensive modeling, is that it has partially destructible buildings. Like, instead of the whole building automatically being destroyed, you just destroy a part of it. Oh, nice tech guy. That looks even better. Oh, that's all right, Jonah. Well, we're just really happy to see you, dude. But anyway, I think that, destroying the buildings is one of my favorite parts of EDF, so I think that the increased detail to the explosions will help. I mean, to the destruction.
Yeah, that sounds cool. I like voxel pixel stuff.
Right on.
We forgot to have you plunk a guy with the baseball.
Oh, yeah. The only thing is, will I get a shutout if I do that kind of thing?
I mean, don't do it now that you have someone on base, but like next inning, try to remember.
Gotcha, good idea. Foul ball. Aim. Great. Out number 3. Okay, next time we'll do it. We'll make
Practice
the
your
attempt
bunting.
Run, run, run! Hey, I got on base with it. Isn't that supposed to be an achievement?
Supposed to be.
What
Oh,
happened?
they probably called it an error.
Seriously?
Yeah, because he dropped it.
Okay, how about this guy? Oh,
There
this
you go.
guy's just
That.
out.
Oh.
Sucked. Well,
Yeah,
we'll keep
he
trying.
needs to be faster.
Gotcha.
That guy was probably not fast.
Oh, run, run, run!
Run,
Yeah,
run,
this
run.
guy neither. That's a shame. That was a foul? Or I don't know what it was.
No, it was a wild
Wow,
pitch.
Gotcha. Out 3. That sucks that that bunt didn't count. That's BS. Alright. We're just gonna hit this guy.
Yeah, they called it it. No.
Ha!
Aren't you the Crocs?
Oh, it was a girl and I hit her with the ball.
Nice.
Nice.
Walked her down. Sorry, lady.
You're not
That's-
the Crocs, right? You're the other team.
Am I... I don't know what I am. Pinch runner, leaving, entering. Is this good or bad? Is that...
Doesn't matter.
What is the other team's name? I can't see the other... I don't see it.
They're the Crocodons.
Oh,
you're
I'm the Nemesis. That's right.
Okay, yeah. It was an error
Nemesis.
on them then. So if the achievement's for getting a hit, get on base, then it wouldn't have worked.
So us hitting that batter was an example of toxic masculinity, everybody. This is why men have to deal with their feelings. I don't know, homie Drew. I can't say anything about that.
I mean, the pitcher that you hit with the comebacker was a girl too.
Yeah.
Well,
In his
you know,
defense, he didn't know it was a girl until after he already threw the pitch.
that's true. But that's just, we're equal opportunity around here, so we don't go easy on the girls. That wouldn't make any sense. Everybody's equal. So, you guys, there was some CDC news this week. I'm sure you heard. The CDC, which is no longer compromised, the CDC is operating based on scientific principles at the moment. They have announced that vaccinated people don't need to wear masks in most settings.
Yeah, good news.
Unless it is mandated by the establishment that you're going into.
Yeah, which is perfectly fine. Pinch hitter. So, wasn't there one for striking out a pinch hitter or something?
You already got that one.
Oh, okay. That was a ball? BS.
The awkward
So-
looking dude at bat.
It's pretty, I'm used to going into a store and everyone who's not wearing a mask, I'm thinking negative thoughts about them. And you can't necessarily do that anymore because it doesn't mean anything anymore. Isn't that weird? I don't know. It's just we've had to think about things the same way for a year or over a year, so it is hard to just have a new perspective on it.
Can you just stereotype people again from how they look?
I guess we'll have to. But yeah, for the longest time, not wearing a mask was a sign that you're an a-hole. And now
Or an
it's...
anti-vaxxer.
Well, but that's the same thing. Just a different kind of a-hole. A specific
You're
kind.
an anti-vaxxer, an a-hole.
Oh, no.
Maybe an idiot, but not an
Well,
a-hole.
I mean, to me, they're... I don't
You
know.
should
They're
punt
just...
the other direction.
Oh, I got hit! That was my first time getting beamed.
Nice.
Even Brian thinks negative thoughts about everyone.
Oh, right in the knee.
Well, you're right. They could... That's the thing, though. I don't know. If you don't... Can you end up accidentally ignorant, or is it always a deliberate choice? You know, are people choosing
Well, no, I mean,
ignorance?
well, ignorance is supposed to be without the lack of,
Braumeister!
like, insight, right? Like, the idea is if you're ignorant of something, it's like you've just never known. There's a difference between ignorance and actually like, oh, I have facts and I just choose not to.
But that's the thing. The facts about vaccination are out there. You know, you can't. Can you really somehow miss the importance of vaccination and all that stuff? I mean, think about the end goal of anti-vaxxers, guys. The end goal of anti-vaxxers is to allow all these deadly diseases to run rampant again because no one gets vaccinated anymore. Like, they have a harmful end goal for society.
I don't think that's their actual end goal. Like, I don't think their intent is, hey, we want measles or mumps or whatever to become a thing again. I think it's
That's what would happen. Absolutely.
Oh, yes, it will happen, but that is not actually the intent. They are not, their goal is not to do that. It's just the byproduct of what they do that will happen. But it's not like, hey, I didn't go out planning on this. It's just, you obviously didn't think through what would happen, though, if you stopped doing this.
If you go down residential streets in your car driving 90 or 100 miles per hour, you will hit someone. So, like, the goal may not be to actually hit someone, but it's just a guaranteed effect of it.
Oh, yeah, exactly.
So...
It's just, again, intent, right? Is it the intent, or is it just what's going to happen? I mean, the fact is, I mean, we're arguing semantics here. But
I guess so. What do you think, Tyler?
I mean, I don't know a lot about, like, the logic behind being an anti-vaxxer and why people do. Obviously, like, if you're against vaccinations and if everyone was against vaccinations, then there'd be a lot of problems.
Yeah, horrible. I mean, a lot of avoidable deaths, a lot. And, like, not just deaths, but maimings and stuff. You, like, remember what polio did to people who had it? You know, they get their legs all withered and stuff like that. Like, is there any reason to
like
bring that
Charles
back?
Yeah, Charles Dickens, like, wasn't that the whole Christmas Carol, like, Little Timmy?
Tiny Tim, not Little Timmy.
Whatever.
Timmy Timmer!
The kid.
Good, Epic Quiet. I'm
To the
glad to
left.
hear that.
Went to the left.
I
Went to the wrong direction.
yeah, but I pointed to the left and it still went to the right. Like,
Oh, really?
I don't know if my input has very much effect.
Well, instead of left, then push it to the right and maybe it'll go left.
That's true, Shitsu. That's a very good point.
Yeah, I mean, that's
Okay,
like the Joe
it went left
Rogan
this time.
thing.
Go, go,
It
go,
was
go!
like-
Get to the bit. Ah, still out.
I was gonna say, like, the Joe Rogan thing was like the idea of like, oh, if you're a 20-year-old and you're perfectly healthy, I don't think you need the vax because it's not you're gonna be okay, and it's like it's not about you.
Yeah, exactly. We don't want the disease to spread to anyone.
Yeah, I mean, I think the thing with the COVID vaccine is, I don't know if there's anybody that's technically not eligible. I.e., there's other vaccinations out there, right? Like, where there's certain people, for health reasons, can't get it. So the idea
True.
of, like, herd immunity is, if the rest of us have it, it's less susceptible that they're going to get it because it's not going to have a chance to cultivate and spread.
True, they're still protected.
Exactly.
So, good question about that. I mean, there's 3 available COVID vaccines because didn't they start redistributing the Johnson & Johnson vaccine?
I think it.
Yes.
So,
But
you would
AstraZeneca's
think.
still straight out.
Yeah, but
Uh-oh.
the
Catch
U.S.
it,
has
catch it,
never
catch
had
it,
an
catch
AstraZeneca one approved.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, good point. Nemesis win! And there's my achievement, and it's a rare one. Yay, lights out. Thank you for pointing that out. I'm glad we worked towards
And
it.
the contest just ended. Good timing. In
Right on.
Box 1.
This has been fun. Yeah, I guess given that I'm like the anti-vaxxer movement is a dangerous movement, and I'm highly concerned with it, and I think about it a lot. So probably I should actually read up on it just to know the the social science of it. But I try to think long term about things like that. Like, okay, what is the end game effect of this if it is allowed to continue unrestricted? And the end game is that all those diseases that we've eliminated, or practically eliminated, would come back. So that's why it can never be okay. It is definitely dangerous and harmful. We've been playing Super Mega Baseball 3 for Xbox. It's also on PlayStation, Switch, and Steam. It sells for $45. It seems fairly robust. The only thing that I'm displeased with is there's no easy, quick online options. Like, you seem to have to know people, like, to be able to play against them, if I'm not mistaken, or at least they don't make it easy to find another way. So that, I just don't see why they would think that way and not give you some kind of quick play online. But anyway, this has been a lot of fun, and I look forward to seeing what EA does with the series if they release a part 4, and if it's just the same as 4 would have been anyway, or if it's markedly different. That will be very interesting to find out. Tyler, thanks for co-hosting.
Yep, happy to be here.
You're always great and the highlight of every stream. Damien Spazpol, great to talk to you again.
Thanks for having me.
Right on. Ikiazd, thank you for running the contest like a boss, like the boss of bosses, if we're being honest. Yay, thanks to Metalhead Software for donating these codes. It's been a while. We've had these codes in the back burner for a while, but I'm glad we finally got to play it. Thanks to all of you for hanging out with us. Remember, we stream every Saturday at 9 p.m. Eastern, 6 p.m. Pacific for 90 minutes, and we give out free games. It's tons of fun. I love you guys. We'll see you next week, and please, don't hate. Appreciate.
See everyone.
See you.
That ought to hold those little crocodons.
Keep the crocodons at bay, whatever you do.
That's right.
Board up the doors.
Alright.
Hey, there's Perfect Zero. Oh, yeah. Thanks for hanging out with us, Damien.
Alright.
We gotta say bye to everybody.
Yeah,
Perfect
no,
Zero. Homie Drew. Monbox. The Crow. Glad to see you, The Crow. Shout out to Joe, whoever Joe is. Longbox. I already said her. No Time for Games. Jordan was here. There's Jordan again. Tech Guy. BX Latino Heat. Darker Player. Human Brian. Joe Mama. Dang it. You got me there.